Welcome back to Let's Play Capo 2. And it always feels weird when I get around to recording for this, because I'm either half asleep or I'm awake, but I don't know how to describe it. Essentially, I only woke up maybe 20 minutes ago. So while I'm not half asleep, my mind hasn't fully woken up, if that makes any sense. It's like my body is awake, my mind is just like, what? But whatever. Still a bit early, I'll read some more. It's still a bit early, I'll read some more. I picked up the manga again. Not having to go to school sure is awesome. As a result, I finally had time to face the task of reading all 135 volumes of Boiled Turtle. What? Whoa, Otome! Did you at least knock when you enter someone's room? You know, I find it defeats the purpose anytime someone knocks on your door and then proceeds to open it before you say what, or yeah, or come in, whatever you want to say. They'll just knock, open door. It's just here is just to kind of acknowledge that they're about to open the door. It just seems kind of pointless. You'd expect a knock on the door is not a kind of just knocking on a door instead of just opening the door, just to kind of give you a split-second notification that I'm about to open the door, rather than, knock on the door, could I come in? It never works that way, does it? Well, sometimes it does, but I think the annoying thing about my room, though, is whenever someone knocks on the door and just opens it after I confirm they can come in, they go to close the door and my door just refuses to close properly. So if it's my dad, for example, just close. After a few tries, just fucking walks off. He's oh, have to get off my lazy ass and close the door because I'm the only one who realizes how it closes half the time. It's a really annoying door. Well, you could be. What if I was changing or something? That'd be scary. Getting changed? It could be even worse than that. The embarrassment factor now is a completely different thing than it was back then, okay? Not that saying this stuff to Otome would do me any good. Not like she'd ever seen me changing since we were kids. Did you come here just to tell me that? It's like she totally saw through my act. No less could be expected from Otome, I suppose. Really? Otome pouted a bit as she said that. Now that you mention it, I thought I remembered bits of that. Well, fair enough, I remembered how Otome used to shove her way into my bed to read the picture books to me. Well, I didn't really hate it, it was embarrassing, so I asked her to stop doing it a bunch of times. And she used to make a really sad face and go, "You really hate it that much?" I couldn't bear seeing her make that kind of face, so I always told her I didn't hate it at all. Then she'd always look really happy, go, "Yeah, right," and slip back into the bed. Thinking about it, she probably didn't do it because she wanted to read the books to me, but simply because she felt lonely. She felt lonely at night, so she hopped into my bed. I probably kept borrowing books from the library to let her keep having a reason. Now that I think about it, Otome was actually pretty cute when she did that. I just remembered how you always fell asleep right before we finished the book, Otome. I didn't think that was it. Otome just always went to bed really early. I mean, seriously, when I was a kid, I remember, there were times when I'd stay up into the early hours of the morning, even back then. Although it's much easier for me to do that nowadays, because I'm definitely more of a night person than a morning person. Whenever I wake up in the morning, if there is nothing for me to do at that time, I'm just like, this is boring. It could be the same with the night, but somehow it just doesn't feel quite the same. It's weird. She always looked dozy even from the very first page. I really miss those times though. Those days I always looked up at her tall shoulders and said, Johnny-chan, I wonder when I caught up and outgrew her anyway. Huh? Hey, hold on, we can't do this. There you go with that again. Look, we're not kids anymore, you know. No way, please go sleep in your own room. Hey, I don't think mean is the right word, but I was pretty sure it'd be bad. We were brought up as siblings, but right now we live separately, and even I didn't know what kind of feelings were bubbling under the surface. 5 minutes, you... No way, this isn't a time issue. If you word it like that, it seems, exactly the same as back then. She gave me that sad, lonely look again, and just like all those years ago, he still gives into it. Oh, man. Come on, please don't look at me like that. When I saw that expression, I just couldn't say no to her. She was using the same dirty tricks as she did way back then. Okay, just 5 minutes. I was such a failure for giving in like that. Otome's entire face burst into a smile and she lay down on my bed. Bear with it, man. Don't get into that kind of mood now. As if she didn't know how I felt about this, Otome pressed up closely against me. She was so soft and smelled so good. My heart was beating like crazy. This is bad. A nice dream, it's just 5 minutes, you know. She laughed and hugged me from behind. She really had me held down tight. I could feel her breath, her heartbeat, and then there were also two really soft things pushing against my back. Wait. What position are you lying in? Is she lying on top of your back or what? This is just torture. Otome's voice sounded optimistic. She really wasn't considering my feelings. Well, maybe it would be a bit easier if I talked to her. I'm not a kid, I don't need a story to go to sleep. If anything, it'd probably make him even more awake because he'll be focusing on the story. Well, that'd be my case. Otome rubbed her head against my back to protest against my behavior. Like I've said many times, when it comes to sleeping for me, sometimes my mind just does not know the, shut down sleep mode very easily. I'll just be lying in bed just like, god damn it, mind, shut off, I'm trying to sleep. And then I'm just like, screw it, I'll get a can of Pepsi or Diet Coke or whatever it is. I'll just kind of lie in bed just like, drinking it, just be like, okay, fine, I give in. Let's think of things in a philosophical way. Blah, blah, blah. I'm just like, why does this happen so often? I just want to freaking sleep.
昔々、あるところにおじいさんとおばあさんが住んでいました。おじいさんは山へ芝刈りに、 おばあさんは川へ洗濯に行きました。
This is a bit slow.
昔話はこうやって始まるって決まってるんだよ。途中で話の腰を折っちゃダメ。
You know, it kind of reminds me of Bleach, the manga, because it's incredibly slow-paced. And every chapter I'm always like looking through a forum of like people commenting on it. It's the same every time, man. It's like the pace is slow, nothing happened. It's like stuff does happen, but it's kind of not acknowledged because of the slow pace. It's always the same with that.
おじいさんのほっぺたには大きなコブがありましたが、その帰り道、子供たちが亀をいじめているのを見つけました。
I think you're mixing up a bunch of stories.
川に洗濯に行ったおばあさんは上流から大きな桃が流れてくるのを見つけました。
Was this some big bedtime story battle royal or what? Just like, this is actually a novel where like we're just introducing the characters, and like before we even get to the middle point of it, we'll have fallen asleep. It actually kind of reminds me of like some dreams I kind of have this kind of story-like feel to it, where it's just like, and then this happened, and like halfway through it or a quarter way through it, I'll wake up and just be like, no, wait, that story was actually getting interesting there, what the hell? In that case, who was going to win? I didn't think our story could stay intact no matter who won, though. Well, considering the characters, this might be interesting.
川のほとりにはサメに皮を剥がれ垢抜けになったウサギがいました。
And now it's about the hair of Inaba. But after that, Otome's lips didn't form any more words. Hey, this storyteller Orisama has gone and fallen asleep. Well, it's not like that didn't live up to my expectations. I'll just carry her to her room. But just as I considered that, I realized I couldn't move because Otome was holding me down way too tight.
ダメちゃんもおとなしく寝ないとダメ。
Sounds like sleep paralysis to me, but it's actually properly physical. You ever experienced sleep paralysis? I've experienced it quite a number of times, and it, like, first few times it's absolutely terrifying, but then you just kind of like, when it happens nowadays, it's like, oh, for crying out loud, here we go again. It's like someone is literally physically forcing you down, your whole body, well, literally paralyzed. It's like, sound-wise, I'd like describe it as something where it's just like, and you can't move. Well, you can move, but you can't move much. Well, you can slightly move your eyes or your head a little, but you cannot get up. If you try to get up, it's like something forces you back down. It's like, nope, 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 nope. Eventually, you either fall back to sleep, or you just wake up eventually, or sometimes it's a bit of a mixture, where you like drift off and then suddenly you feel this paralyzing feeling and it brings you back. You're just like, oh come on, if the sleep paralysis is going to stay there, should I go back to sleep or wake up? It's just like, neither, just wait until it wears off. It's freaking horrible. Oh well. And I couldn't really bear to wake her up either. Oh man, how the hell do they do it, seriously? Who the hell sleeps that quickly? I turned off the light and decided to just let Otome sleep. I didn't think I'd be able to sleep at all, though.
例えば、チョコレートは微笑みを浮かべさせ、キャンディーは嫌なことを忘れさせる。
Holy shit, this is the first time we've heard this character say anything.
口に含んだ瞬間みんな笑顔になる。
And it's the first time we actually see him. It may be in a kind of flashback kind of form or dreamlike form, but From what I know of this guy, he was the protagonist of the first Capo, but in this one he's an old man, and is the grandfather of Otome and Yume, but other than that, I don't know jack shit about him.
お菓子にはそんな人を幸せにする力があるんだよ。
When Junichi-san opened his clenched hand, a manju had appeared in it.
ほら、お食べなさい。
I put the manju Junichi-san had given to me into my mouth. It's tasty.
ほら、そんな風にね。
Junichi-san smiled as he gently said that to me.
何に悩んでるかはわからないけど、難しい顔をしていても何も解決なんてしないんだよ。人を幸せにするには自分も幸せに。人を笑顔にするには自分も笑顔でなきゃね。
He patted me on the shoulder. But could I really get that girl to smile for me? I'd already tried it so many times. But she always looked so lonely and never said anything. Always on her own. Thinking about that, I couldn't really smile.
それならおじいちゃんが一つとっておきの魔法を教えてあげようじゃないか。
So that's how he came to learn the ability to make sweets appear out of thin air. Quite a random, odd ability, isn't it? Magic trick?
そう。どんな子でも立ちどころに笑顔になるとっておきの魔法だ。
I don't know about that. Just be like, here's a sweet. Don't like sweets. Ah, shit. Well, that goes out the window there, doesn't it?
もちろん効果は絶大。過去に実績があるからね。
Junichi-san sounded full of confidence when he said that. If that's true, then I'd really like to learn it, I thought. But is there really magic like that?
あるとも。
Really? It'll make anyone smile for sure?
もちろん。甘いお菓子をもらって腹を立てる女の子はいないからね。
I don't know, man. That's kind of, I mean, there's bound to be plenty of girls who don't like sweets. It's like, I don't think I've ever known a girl that actually doesn't like sweets, but then again, I've never really asked. It's just like, you don't really just go up to someone and just be like, hey, do you like sweets? Just like a questionnaire kind of thing. How many girls like sweets? How many don't? There probably has been a point where someone has actually done something like that. As he said that, he let out a big laugh. The big laugh caused the dream to end. We didn't get to hear the secret to the ability. Flump. Flump, flump. Something's pushing my cheek. Who's that? Otome? When I opened my eyes, Otome's face was right in front of me. Alright, I slept in the same bed last night. Since you're saying that, how long have you been awake for? Then what's your excuse? Well, then you've been sleeping in late as well, Otome. Does it make a difference? For some reason, she seemed proud of that. She also looked really happy. So, you're going to apologize? You said you were only staying for 5 minutes. You ended up staying for over 5 hours. Otome smiled as she said it as if she wasn't sorry about it at all. Oh man. You planned that right from the start, didn't you? You know how fast you always fall asleep? Seriously, how do people fall asleep that quickly? I'll never understand. Otome stuck out her tongue a bit like she was being a mischievous kid. She's making that happy face again. Otome really didn't get it, huh? My god, I may see where Yoshiuki gets it from now. I mean, Otome is pretty dense on some things as well. An old laid-back holiday morning. So I say, but since yesterday it's actually been getting a bit boring to just do nothing. Oh yeah, today's New Year's Eve. The last day of the year arrived a lot faster than I expected. Maybe I should try to do something useful since it's the last day. At least that's what I thought. I was pretty sure I was going to buy ingredients for the New Year's food. And Yuma was probably hanging around in the living room. Maybe I should try to get Yuma to help me with cleaning up for this evening. So what should I do? Buy ingredients. Alright, I'll go see if I can help Otome with the New Year's food shopping. Haven't decided on that, I got ready to head out. Yeah, can't you see the crowds, really? The shopping district was packed with New Year's customers. You really couldn't make anyone out in the crowd. Does our tiny island really have this many secret residents? Clearly, they are the antagonists of this story that has no antagonists. Either way, unless these people were living concealed somewhere, I had no idea where they came from. It's surprising, really, isn't it, when, like, a usually not awfully crowded places suddenly becomes overcrowded. It's like, where the hell all these people come from? I guess this is just how it is on New Year's Eve. Just walking made me feel like I was going to collide with a bunch of people. Thinking about actually doing the shopping in the crowd made me feel completely exhausted. And I didn't even pause. Time for a strategic proposal. Should we just skip the homemade food this time? If we hold off until later tonight, we can buy some New Year's food on sale and... Oops. Her answer was frank and direct. Okay. Well, I kinda knew it'd turn out like that. No consideration! Huh? I suddenly felt something soft grab hold of my left hand. Seriously, if I was in your his position, I'd be uncomfortable. I can't stand large crowded areas. And the description here is just like, I'd feel uncomfortable, but it's just like, no, just deal with it. Just like, oh, sure. I have to consider your feelings, but not mine. Assholes. Holding my hand, Otome steadily walked forward. Her eyes lit up as she headed straight for the crowd. That's okay, I guess, but... why are we holding hands? Well, still, in the middle of this crowd, I was pretty sure there'd be people from school here. If they found me here, I was sure I'd have to put up with a bunch of crap. Like, what are your relation to her, and what's her relation to you, and so on. I mean, surely they should know by now. I mean, how many years have they pretty much, like... I don't know. It's like, when they were introduced, they were... I don't even know how old they were, but they've known each other for years now. And... how could anyone not know that relationship? I mean, surely it's gotta be one of the more well-known things in their school. Otome smiled as if she didn't have a single concern in the world. It's like that scene with Wataru where he just like overreacted to that. He's just like, what's your relationship here? He's just like, surely this must happen often, so why does he have to keep questioning it? Such innocent eyes. It's nothing. This was how it always ended up anyway. Oh well, it can't be helped. It's just so we won't get separated in this crowd. I tried to convince myself that was the entire reason. Actually, I was just hoping with all my heart that no one at school would find out. You know, the annoying things about crowds is how slow they tend to move a lot of the times. It's like, I remember, like... I think it was last year, or... yeah, it might have been last year, I saw the stand-up comedian Lee Evans live, and just like, the crowd and all that was just huge, but on the way out, it's like, slow, it's just like, come on, what's the hold up, man? What the hell? Is there like something blocking the way, or are you just deliberately walking this slowly? It's like, what the hell?
それじゃあ行くよ。手離さないようにね。
It's like being in a human traffic jam, pretty much, isn't it? Yeah, I know. All fired up, we headed straight into the crowd. Otne's hand sure is small. Way back then, her hand always seemed so big, like a real Oni-chan. But now her hand was so small and soft. Even if I didn't want to think about it, it was definitely a girl's hand. How to put it, Otne is definitely a woman. I felt like I'd been thinking about that ever since yesterday. It's like, it's pretty kind of weird the way he words it. It's like, oh shit, I only just realized that Otne is actually a woman. Holy shit, I thought she was a guy. Wait, why am I thinking about this now? We finally made it through the crowd and arrived at the grocery store Otne wanted to visit.
弟くん、大丈夫だった？潰されちゃったりしなかった？
Bump into me, I'm not a tomato or anything. Well, maybe it's because we're holding hands. I tried to separate my hand from hers, but she just held on even tighter.
せっかくだからこのまま繋いでいようよ。その方があったかいでしょ？
Hey, come on. Bloody hell, was this person really as old as she claimed? You know, saying bloody hell just kind of sounds more like a kind of British way. I don't think I've ever heard anyone who's not British say something like that. It's just like, bloody hell, man, come on. Wasn't she even considering what could happen if my classmates saw this? Is she... Come to think of it, we shouldn't need to hold hands or anything. We're like siblings, not lovers. It's not that cold, so let's drop the hand holding, okay?
ダメ。離してあげない。
Otne refused, still holding my hand as tightly as ever. She looked like she was having tons of fun teasing me. Ah, jeez, it's usually the other way round in visual novels. I'm just no match for her, huh? Really is, it's complete reversal, like Clannad. In Clannad is like Tomoya just like teased everyone. But in this, it's mostly Yoshiyuki that's getting kind of teased by the girls. I mean, the only one he's able to successfully tease I can think of is Amikaze. But other than that, it seems he's always on the receiving end of that, isn't he? I did feel happy when she said she wouldn't let me go. Maybe that's because of what Sakura-san said the day before yesterday. She'd been making me think about weird stuff, I was sure of it.
ねえ、弟くん、聞いてる？
Sorry, I was spacing out a bit.
もうダメだよ。女の子といるときにぼーっとするなんて。
Yeah, so what is it?
弟くん、栗きんとんと縦巻きが好きだったよねって聞いたの。
Now, I'd be screwed in this situation then. I space out a lot. It's just like, pay attention! Yeah, like those. You sure remember that kind of thing well.
だって弟くん、小さい頃よく私の栗をつまみ食いしてたじゃない。
I did?
そうだよ。昔の弟くんはすごく食いしん坊だったんだから。
I really admired how Otne could remember all the stuff that happened back when I was a kid.
今日はいっぱい作るから残さないでちゃんと食べてよ。
Yeah, no problem.
よし、じゃあ頑張って作るぞーっと。
Otne laughed happily as she said that.